Good morning. It is October 31st. It's 9:32 Eastern Time, 2022, by the way. Looking at the looking at the regular trading hours chart, we just opened in range and value right here. We're below the 100 simple moving average, which we had cleared on Friday, and we still have the 50 pointing down. We've got these kind of multiple personalities here, with the 100 going sideways, 50 going down, the 20 pointing up. And a lot of times that will beg for a bit of back and forth or consolidation until things sort of start to come into unison. But that'll take some time yet. Right now we opened, as I said, in range and value, and I'll bring this back in a minute when I need it. We had a poor low a second ago, but just took that out to the pivot point. One of the stories for today, you can see that we had this zigzag down in the Globex session, and I want to point out something here. Don't worry, there's plenty of day to trade here. We have basically parallel lines, so this would indicate a correction. Now, this was if you count this in a very smaller time frame, this wave right here, okay, not this entire thing. This is a possible 1-2. But it also is the possible AB, right? But within those moves are motive waves and corrective waves themselves. But wave theory being based on Fibonacci, this is what we're looking at here. This is important, plays into today. I put some fibs on here. This is a 30-minute bar chart, and from this 1-2 down, okay, I measured from the low. This is the overnight of the 27th or 28th or something, all the way to Friday's high. And this is a 38.2 retracement right here, which is at the value area low. Okay. Then I measured from the terminus of wave 2 to the high, and this is a 38.2 from that at 38.67. Now this sandwiches the value area low. Now why is this important? Well, if this is a wave 4, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and it appears to be, this is a clear motive wave up on Friday. And this is a correctional wave down. If this is a wave 4, we may get to the value area low, and the most common retracement for wave 4 is 38.2. So this might be a good place to reverse, and this informs some of the ideas for today, which I'll get to shortly. I also want to point out this 100% extension. This is coming from the same measurement for this bar chart right here at 39.30.75, and or wait a minute, that doesn't look right. Okay, no, I don't think that's measured right. But at any rate, let's not forget this 100% from this AB down on the bar chart, because that is a possible target for one of the stories to the upside, which I'm going to reference. Okay, just disregard this one for now. It's still a possible reference. I'll leave it on there. But anyway, this and the 127 is from this swing high down, just a retracement up to here, and again, that's just a possible area of resistance based on that. All right, so that, just scratch that. That probably doesn't mean anything to you, but I'm going to move this chart out of the way and move the daily out of the way, and we will pull the stories in and just get right into it here. Had pretty much rotational to the downside here. Didn't get much move past the pivot point. Now, this would indicate so far this morning that daytime frame traders are, we open tested down to the overnight low, came all the way up. You can see this bar is the 3-minute. And then we came out, we reversed through the open, so low confidence, and came to the tick to the pivot point. All right, tells us right off the bat anyway, seems like daytime frames in control. And I guess you could use even this this channel line as a reference, as a trend line reference. If we stay above it, look for more upside. However, we do have a very thick VPOC here. All right, so I'm just talking real-time commentary here. Let's look at the stories. I've changed how I draw this a little bit. This might be helpful. Over here, I just made a column for the open, and I didn't reprint on each one. And now, if I am going to do a story for, we weren't going to open outside of value today or outside of range at all. It just wasn't going to happen. But if I do that, what I'll do is I'll put one in, and then those stories will be under that. Okay. All right. So first story is to rotate in the overnight range from the prior high of day value area high to the pivot point at 38.81. Well, so far that's in play. Okay. We moved down here to the pivot point, and now we're rotating higher. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Are we going to stay in this range? Because look at this volume here. Let me close this up now. We've got pretty good value and volume up here. Value and volume, even though we came off the highs and the inventory is net short, we really didn't, not a lot changed from Friday, it seems. All right, so the plan would be to trade the extremes of range, the intraday value area, prairie dog references, hit the pivot point, didn't go below and come through, but still could have been traded. The next thing would be to continue the overnight retracement lower to the value area low, and this is where those 382 retracements come into play. So if they do get taken out, there's deeper retracements, right, that are possible, 50% and 618 retracements, and I'll leave that to you to draw your own. So what we want to look for is a steady move to the value area low. None of this has to happen right off the open, but developing volume and value on the way. And the more time it takes, the better. So if we develop volume and value in value, it increases the odds for reversal at those references, particularly the value area low. And if we do get a look outside and a look in, what I call the prairie dog, right? Be on lookout for a 80% rule of the upside. All right. The same could go kind of playing into one of the other strategies if we come back up and it's not real strong. And the value area high is right on the prior high day. So if we take that out and come back in, I should mention that, be on the lookout. Always be on the lookout for the value area special situation where it's 80% odds. It formerly used to be. Who knows what it is now? Some say it doesn't work anymore. Some say the odds are just lower. I say it's something to always be on the lookout for. All right, so it happens a lot. Let's see here. Moving on. Oh, so yeah, just a moment. I lost my cursor again. Okay, now another possibility to be aware of: if we get below the value area low, short against the same, whatever one of these, any of these references really, if volume distributions start to appear or one-time framing lower, starting with below the value area. All right, so the next thing would be to, I didn't take off the open in range and value here, to move higher with or without a move lower first, resuming the upside direction from Friday. So find long entries, take an inflection point by inflection point higher, monkey bar it higher, as I said on Friday. Watch for slow tempo or lack of confidence in consideration of prairie dog shorts, wherever you think you might want to take them, wherever you think it might be rolling back down. Just watch for lack of tempo. But if those references aren't towards the extremes, I'm adding this in. It's not written in here, but I was thinking at the time more when you get up to between the settle and the value area high, prior high day, looking for it to reverse back down. But one could do that in any reference, honestly. And but if there's a slow tempo and lack of confidence, you might be on the lookout for a counter-directional move lower. If it happens early without a serious probe lower. I wouldn't necessarily call this a serious probe lower. We've got a weak low now, right? And that means that odds are pretty good. We could come back through this pivot point low at some point today or in the near future. The next thing would be to open in range and value. Move higher with or without a move lower. The same thing, okay? But and this is playing through story number 3. But looking at a little more confidence, or for confidence to really take off when it gets up there. And at that point, so this is Friday plus, resuming the upside from Friday plus continuation. So this would involve taking out the prior day's high and get along against references, particularly the prior high of day, the 100 SMA, you want to front run it. Value area high, settlement, those are all in pretty close proximity with each other. And you want to target the high from 1021. I don't know if it was taken out in the runoff on Friday or not, but the high from 1021 and then that 100% extension I was talking about at 38.30.75, I believe. All right, so the last one would be 100% retracement, meaning we completely retrace Friday's range and then go lower, even more so. And even to the 1027 overnight low, which is just hanging out there. It hasn't been revisited. It's open-ended. Take that one step at a time. Short with only, you want to have clear indications of long liquidation. And if you don't know what that looks like, then either replay a day that has long liquidation, or when you finally wake up to the fact that's what's going on, just really take notice of the price behavior. It really has distinct characteristics. Same with the short covering. They just have some distinctive moves, a lot of popping and thrusting, and it seems more like long liquidation. You get almost like a push, like you're kneading bread. It's just really pushing hard, and then it springs up slow, and then it pushing hard. Short covering is a little more like fits and starts popping up. All right, so the next thing would be in that situation would just take it a step at a time and monkey bar the way down. Monkey bars, like every one of these references and lines. So that's the stories for today. Not much has changed since the open, honestly. Let's have a great day and see you around. Thanks.